Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and here we are. Super late night. It's almost 3 a.m. I do have work in about 5 hours, but if I get 4 hours sleep, I'll be good. But we got a pretty good game here. It's Jim Slayton with the Brewers against Nolan Ryan with the Angels. The Angels are at Milwaukee. In this is one of my 5 team replays for the Fall Classic game and the 1974 season, and I'm going to do just a little taste. 3 innings. We're at the top of the seventh. There's one out, and we are using replay as the helper. So let's continue playing. It's a one-run ball game. It's California's up 1-0, 1-5-0, and it's 0-4-0 for the Brewers. All right, so it's going to be Rodriguez, Ellie Rodriguez up and pitch, and that's a 41. That'll be ball four. So he walks, and both pitchers are still in good shape. And here's Dave Chalk. Now Dave Chalk, not a good hit and run guy. He's a good bunter, but I don't know if I'm going to bunt right now. I'm going to try to see if he can pick up a hit. And it's a 46 with a 1, but it's a no ballpark home run. So that's going to be a fly ball center field. Back to the track goes Briggs, and he hauls it in. So a long fly ball for Chalk. Didn't hit enough home runs to have that ballpark home run. But here's Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers having an outstanding season, batting .333. In reality, batted .285. Jim Slayton gets a sign from Darryl Porter. He's ready in the pitch. And that's going to be a 56. And he swings and misses at a curveball and goes down on strikes. So bottom of the seventh inning stretch. John Vukovic against Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan so far in this game. How's he doing? He's a guy who's allowed 4 hits in 6 innings, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Typical Nolan Ryan. Here's John Vukovic. And that's going to be a 63. A swing and a miss. The fastball gets Vukovic for strikeout number 9. Robin Yount is next. He steps in the box, bats from the right side. And the replay's back .250 with 3 home runs. And that's going to be a 24. Hit by pitch. Nope, it's a fly ball, center field. Mickey Rivers, he's over, under it, makes the catch. 2 down. Dave May, lefty hitter. Dave May in the replay is at 297. And in this game, you read the blue, the white, and the red is the modifier or the informational die. 43, and that'll be ball 4. So Ryan wild at this point. None of those pitches were strikes, and he walks Dave May on 4 pitches. And here's George Scott, the always dangerous for Scott. And I was looking at George Scott's range. He's got an outstanding range in 1974. Probably the best I've ever seen. Here's the pitch. It's a 43. That's another base on ball. So back-to-back walks for the Express. And here comes the lefty John Briggs, who's the cleanup batter. John Briggs in the replays back .247 with 6 home runs. Hit 17 home runs in 1974. That's pretty good for 74. So Nolan Ryan gets a sign from Ellie Rodriguez. 2-minute on, 2 out, and here's the pitch. And that's a 63. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. Strikeout number 10 for Ryan. Here's Denny Doyle against Jim Slayton at the top of the 8th inning. And the pitch, 64, will be a fly ball right field, shallow. Dave May racing in, and he makes it. Leroy Stanton, right-handed hitter, cleanup hitter, I believe. Or no, third place hitter. And the pitch from Slayton, the 63, will be a ground ball to the first baseman. And that's 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 1-0, Angels. Next up is Frank Robinson with a snake eyes, and that's going to be ball 4, so he walks. Trots on down to first. Not slow, not fast, average. Bob Oliver now, and Slayton looks to be tired with the helper. Let's see where he's at with this game. He can go 31. He's faced 31, so as long as he doesn't give up a hit, he's okay for now. Here's Bob Oliver, and that'll be a 43, and a 43 will be a 1-6 walk. But that's a line drive to first base. This could be a double play. No, 2 outs. That ends the inning. So it's ripped. Oppo, and right there, Scott to snag it for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Nolan Ryan with a 4-hit shutout. Darryl Porter's going to lead off. He bats from the left side. Ryan gets the sign, winds and deals, and that's going to be a 55, which is going to be a base hit. Rips one to right center field. Cut off by Stanton. Now, Porter has a potential steal there, and it is going to be in a steal attempt. And here he goes, and the throw down is a 9, and he is safe. So it's a single for Porter, and he takes off and steals second base. So with nobody out, he's in scoring position for a guy named Mike Hegan, lefty hitter. Here's the pitch from Ryan, and that's going to be a 24, and that's an out. Ground ball to short. Chalk looks Porter back, fires to first in time. That's the first out. The tying run is at second base. And it's Pedro Garcia next. Pedro Garcia is a 200 hitter. Let me see if I can pinch hit for Garcia. Here in the 8th inning. Let's see if I can get a lefty. Yeah, I got a guy named Hansen. I have a guy named Tim Johnson, and he can play the position as well. Tim Johnson was, you know what? This guy Hansen is a 300 hitter. Let's bring him in. All right, so we're gonna grab this pinch hitter, get all the cards. I sleeve them. It gives you a little glare on the camera, but I sleeve most of the guys. The guys who don't play very much, I don't sleeve. All right. So here comes Bob Hansen, and he bats from the left side against Ryan and against everybody else. He's a lefty hitter. And Ryan gets the sign from Rodriguez, takes a look at Porter, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 23. Struck him out. Nolan reaches back for a little extra and brings the heat. Strikes out the pinch hitter, Hansen. And now it's a guy named Rob Ellis. And Rob Ellis today, I have no idea because this game replay doesn't tell you what they did on the day. And here's a pitch from Ryan. That's going to be a 55. That's a base hit single, and 18 is going. This game is going to be tied. Around to scores Porter, and it's 1-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Big clutch hit by a guy named Rob Ellis, who only had 48 at bats against the Express. The Express can go 36 batters. How many has he gone? He's gone 35, so he's close to being to his limit. Here's John Vukovic with a runner on first and the pitch, and that's going to be a 64, strike 3, and that retires the side. Ryan picks up his 12th strikeout, but gives up a run finally. All right, so in the top of the 9th, Slayton. We're going to wait till, we're going to bring in Tim Johnson to play second base. And Joe LaHood against Jim Slayton. And that's a 66. That's going to be a deep drive off the wall and run down by Briggs, going for seconds, LaHood. And he is in there with a leadoff double for Joe L. And here's John Dougherty. John Dougherty, good bunter. He will square. Even though I'm not a big, I usually, you know what? He's going to swing away. But that's going to push down Slayton, who's already tired, to a C. First, I go from a B to a C, and I'll let him pitch. It is 1974, 52 and a 3. So we're going to roll for, that was the 1. So this is going to be an error on somebody. 52 and the shortstop, Yount. So it's a ground ball to Yount, and he boots it. And going to third is LaHood. And that is E6. First and third now. and Ellie Rodriguez. And we're going to pull a slate in here. We're going to bring a guy named Murphy. Tom Murphy comes in. We're going to roll to see his stuff. He's going to have his A stuff. All right, and he's facing Ellie Rodriguez. Nobody out. Infield's in. Here's the play. It's going to be a 12, which is a base on. Nope, it's an 18. Base on balls 1 to 11. 18 is an out. That's a fly ball center field. Now with that out, it's going to be a fly out. LaHood at third base is A, so it's just going to be an assist. So let's see. Oh, what did I say? It was an 18 center fielder. Center fielder is Briggs. So let's look at his assist rating is a 0, so he will tag up. He will score sacrifice fly. One away now. And so Ellie Rodriguez flies out, but picks up an RBI, and the Angels lead it 2-1. Next up is Chalk. Pitch from Murphy and a 24, 1-10. Hit by pitch, -1, that's a 9, but it's an 18, so that's a fly ball. Again, Briggs. He's there for out number 2. And it's Mickey Rivers. Pitch to Rivers, and that's a 42. 42 will be ball 4. So Rivers walks. That puts a couple of men on. And Denny Doyle. Murphy gets a sign from Porter. Pitch, and it's a 23, which will be a fly ball in the gap to left center field. On the run is Ellis, and Ellis runs it down to retire the side. But the Angels pick up a run. They lead it 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Nolan Ryan on the mound against Yount. So Ryan can start losing columns if he gives up base runners. That's how I do it. I will push Ryan to see if he can complete this game. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 64, strike 3, and Ryan blows him away with the heat. And next up is Dave May. The pitch, and a 61, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Ryan. He may strike out the side, but here's the very extremely dangerous George Scott. And Ryan is going to have a meeting with the catcher, Ellie Rodriguez. And we're ready to go here. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 9th. The Angels lead it by 1 run. And Ryan is in his windup. And the pitch. And ooh, strike. He strikes him out, strikes out the side. And that's the ball game. Nolan Ryan with a complete game where he strikes out, 15 was it? Yep, he strikes out 15. So 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts for the Express. Improves his record to 7-6. Has a 3.27 ERA. What a game. Fall Classic baseball. So really, what I do is, once you reach your maximum batters and you give up a base runner, whether it's a hit or a walk or a hit by pitch, I'll move you down 1 column, right? You go to let's see, Ryan was an A column in this game. Then you go to a B column. So then the next base runner, then you move to a C column, and then another base runner, then you move. I'll never really give you more than 2 innings beyond what you're supposed to do, kind of like what Strat does. It's pretty much in the spirit of the rules, because in the rules it does allow you to move up a column if you go 7 innings of a shutout ball. So it does have that element of moving the columns. I've just reversed that, and instead of getting tired all of a sudden from one batter to the next, you slowly, gradually kind of lose it. And that, all games have to evolve, right? Games have to evolve, and the more you play it, you help it evolve. If you look at any game, Strat, APA, Replay, all the games over time, they've adjusted and they've added certain things, and I'm fine-tuning this game. I've played this game for about 5 years now, and so I feel that I've put in enough time to really, and as you can see, I get good scores, and so it's for the Angels, it's 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. For the Brewers, it's 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, and I got good averages, and I've got good. For example, Slayton is a 4.89 ERA. Tom Murphy's a 3.48. One of my 5 teams is the California Angels, and Ryan's at 3.27. And that's about it. This is Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest. I wanted to give you just a little taste of Fall Classic Baseball as a demo. And thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.